fellow earthlings of the interwebs. My name's Ben Eaton. Here is episode 6 of the Widdly Diddly Way. In this episode, I'm going to have a look at a lick that I posted up on my Instagram account on the 9th of April last year. Just before we get into the playthrough and the nuts and bolts, if you could give this channel a like, subscribe, go to my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, check all that stuff out. There's a ton of videos, content, all sorts of different stuff. Okay, so here's the clip for you now. Right, so as you can see, it's basically all alternate picking, and I'm thinking about it loosely in the key of E minor, and I'm doing a bunch of different chromatic shapes. So what we're going to start off with is the first chromatic shape, and that's essentially a 1 octave pattern which is repeated. So the first shape is this one. What I'm thinking about here is I'm basically thinking about a E Dorian scale, which is essentially a D major. So this is the scale I'm thinking of. So it's kind of a scale that's used a lot in blues patterns. A lot of rock playing has the Dorian, jazz, basically everything that has a minor in it has the Dorian. And in essence, it's a minor with a major 6. So instead of this sound, which is your minor, and that's got your flat 6 in there, this one's got the major 6. So it's a little bit of a different sound. Here's the actual scale. So the other thing I'm doing with this is I'm whacking a bunch of chromatics in there. I'm placing a flat 5 in there, and I'm also placing a flat 7. So this is what I'm thinking of in regards to the E minor. So it's minor 3rd, perfect 4th, flat 5, 5th, major 6, flat 7, 7, and 1. So that's our first pattern. All alternate pick. Down, up, 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 down, up. 6th string, 5th string. So the actual fret numbers are 3, 5, 6, 7, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. Minor 3rd, 4th, flat 5, 5, 6, flat 7, 7, 1st. Now all I'm doing then is I'm taking that exact shape and I'm moving it up the octave, which means I'm going down 2 strings and then up 2 frets. So that's your traditional octave form. So whenever you're playing a bar chord, like an E form bar chord, you're playing that shape. And all I'm doing is I'm taking the exact shape. Instead of starting on the 3rd fret of the bottom string, I'm now starting on the 5th fret of the 4th string. So my next shape is this. So we're on the 5th fret. Once again, the intervals are the same. 3rd, 4th, flat 5, 5, major 6, flat 7, 7, 1. But now my frets are 5, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're spelling out some chromaticisms. So if you play it slowly, it gives a kind of a bluesy, funky edge. Something that someone like Nuno Betancourt might play. G, A, B flat, B, D flat, D, E flat, E. Same notes down there, we're just shifting up the octave. Now we're doing the exact same exercise. We're taking that shape and we're moving it up the octave, except now because of the way the guitar is tuned, instead of going down 2 strings and up 2 frets, we have to go down 2 strings and up 3 frets. So on the second string, we're on 8 to 10 to 11 to 12, and on the top string we're on 9, 10, 11 and 12. As I'm thinking about sort of an E minor, the next stage is I'm just taking that same shape and now I'm moving up to the E, 12th fret, first string. Now I'm doing a slightly different interval section. So we're basically into the next section. Now this is a connecting section where I'm going to do a bunch of chromatics. So from that last chromatic stage, I'm taking that whole shape, moving it up 3 frets, which is E, F, G flat, G, and that's just a chromatic movement. So that's your first, flat 2, 2, minor third. And then I'm taking that same shape and moving it up again. So now I'm going from the minor third, major third, 4th, flat 5. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18. And now I'm sliding my pinky up 1 fret. So now I'm descending from the B down to the A flat. And that's 19, 18, 17, 16. Then sliding my finger down to the minor third, which is 15th fret on the top string, the E string, and that's a G note. And what we're doing is we're doing a very slight microtone bend. So the microtone bends are not the full tones. If you're bending for a half tone, you're bending from there. If you're bending for a full tone, this is kind of a blues roll-off bend. So all together, slowly from the start, we've got this. Now there's some accents in the original thing, just to slow it down, give me time to position change at the top on the original clip. And that's the first half. Our second half now, we're kind of thinking about it slightly differently. We're taking the 4 notes, that chromatic minor third interval from 1 to the third. And we're basically mapping out inside the E minor pentatonic. So inside this shape, we're descending from the first string, from the 15th fret, the minor third, down to the root note, the E, the 12th fret on the top string. Now, as we were ascending before, each time we move to the next string, we start with a downstroke. So when we're moving from our first position, to keep the alternate picking working, we've got to really concentrate on our alternate picking. So we start with a downstroke when we're ascending. Now as we're descending, these are 4-note patterns. So we're starting with an upstroke. So we're picking up first, then we're taking that exact same shape, moving it down to the next string. Then we're taking that exact same shape and moving it down to the next string. All the time, up, down, up, down. So basically inside that, what you're doing is you're moving in this E minor pentatonic scale. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so that's the 15th down to the 12th fret on the first, second and third strings. Now we do a position change, we shift down. Now we're down the octave, aren't we? So we're back. 9th fret on the third string, we're down the octave from the E. Now we're starting in exactly the same position. Now all I'm doing again, instead of doing a 2-string octave position, now I'm doing a 3-string. So I've taken that shape we started off with, the 3-string pattern, and I've just shifted it down the octave. So now I'm starting here, 12th fret of the third string, straight back down, that minor third interval. Up, down, then I'm taking that shape, moving it down to the 4th string, starting on the 12th fret, that minor third interval again, up, down, Then I'm taking that same shape, but because I'm trying to keep it within sort of the loosely Dorian influenced position, I'm starting on the flat 5. Okay, so it's still that same shape. Right, so I'm starting on the 13th fret on the A, which is the flat 5, and just going down those 3 strings to the minor 3rd, which is the 10th fret, the G note on the 5th string. So altogether so far it's this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to maintain that octave. So now we're starting on the same note again as we finished here. Right, so now we shift our same position down to the 10th fret of the 5th string. That's our G, our minor 3rd, and we're playing that chromaticism of the minor 3rd interval. So up, down, which ends us back on the E again. Then we're taking our pinky across to the 10th fret of the 6th string. Same thing. Just to end the phrase, instead of starting on the flat 5, which we've done in each one of these other phrases, we're actually going to start on the B to end the note on the 1 of the next bar. So we're starting on the B. Just for continuity, just to make it, just to whack a bow on the end of the lick, so it sounds nicer. Okay, so we're starting on the B, and we're moving chromatically down. B, B flat, A, G flat, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then we're going to our G on the bottom string where we started, so this is kind of wrapping the bow on it, and we're giving once again one of those little quarter tone, microtone blues bends off the minor 3rd, and we're ending on the E note to resolve. Okay, so all together very slowly, this is what the lick is. Okay, so that's the lick. I like this lick simply because it's a way of practicing your chromatic playing in a way that's vaguely musical. We're doing a lot of joining notes, a lot of passing notes, a lot of chromaticism inside this exercise. It's just a way of practicing instead of doing the traditional just in the box shapes and moving those around or doing the linear ones. All that sort of gear. It's a way of introducing musicality to practice, and it's a really cool way of actually locking in your left and right hand. When you're ascending, you start with a down pick. If you're descending, you start with an up pick. Okay, so there you have it. That's our lick. Please go to my Instagram and check it out. Give my Instagram channel a like. Check out some of the videos. There's tons of videos, playthroughs, live clips. I'm uploading all the Widdly Diddly Way instructional videos to my Instagram as well as my Facebook and my YouTube. Please go and check it out. And then I'm putting up the tabs on my website, Ben Eaton Music. So you can check out all my socials. Just if you type in Ben Eaton Music to any of the socials, you'll find me there. I also have a podcast called the Performing Musicians Podcast. That's talking to musicians that I've met or performed with over the years about their life pre and post COVID-19 crisis. It's really interesting. A lot of really good conversations. That's also all on my website at www.beneatonmusic. If you want to see any more licks or practice regimes or anything, just hit me up in the comments or send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. So I'll see you next week.